We are back here on Girl Talk. Again, John Barth is here from Price Busters, and we're just having more fun trying to kind of walk up and down the store in our minds, figuring out what cool things you have to offer. I noticed that kitchenware is pretty popular. Does that?
Yeah, we get in quite a few dishes, dish sets, pots and pans, basically anything and everything for the kitchen, including small appliances, microwaves and such. But that's the sort of thing that comes and goes. Certain things are in more demand than others.
Yeah, what is in demand? That's a good...
Well, the small appliances, microwaves, really in demand. Treadmills, not so much. But as a result, you can get a great deal on a treadmill. We sell treadmills for less than half what anybody else is going to sell. Treadmills, ellipticals, so forth.
How do you do that? Do you do the suggested retail price and then take 50–55% off of that?
A little bit simpler, actually. Although it confuses a lot of people. When an item comes in, we'll use the same app that everybody else uses, Walmart or Amazon. Look up the price, and about half that is what we price it at. And that's why certain items, even though we might have two identical items in, if they came in on different days, we'll have two different prices for it. We're a small operation. We don't have the capacity to have everything situated so the same item comes in and it's the same price. And that's true because we also pay a different price for it depending upon when we get it.
So somebody might get lucky.
That's
depending on the right situation.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. See, because it's really based on the price when the person, the day it comes in. So if it happens to be on sale at, say, Walmart, for example, the day we get it in for half price, and we're selling it for half that, well, you're getting it really for 25% of the original
And what if
price.
the item is so random that it's nowhere? So there's no comparison. Do you just sort of guesstimate?
In certain cases, yes.
Sure.
In other cases, we ask around. You start to see things,
right.
and then we'll have a lot of customers will come in and give us some options for that.
Is the goal? I mean, if you keep something, it's not worth it. I mean, the goal is to keep turning it.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
We are very high. We have to have a high turnover rate here in order to keep it going, because prices for most things tend to go down. Because they'll come out with a new model or whatever the case might be. For certain things, that's not the case, but for most things, that's the case. They'll come out with a new model next year, and this model isn't worth anything anymore. So yeah, and that's why we sell it for about half what the retail is.
So is the way it works? Let's say something's not delivered, then how does that work? Do they say, oh?
Yeah, where does it go? Is it like the lost luggage place in Alabama?
Well, almost. Companies like UPS will usually only try to deliver it to your home about 3 times before they give up. And then it gets shipped back to the manufacturer.
Correct.
But of course, it doesn't go to, and we've been using Walmart as an example, it doesn't go back to a Walmart store. It goes to the Walmart distribution center. But of course, by this time, it's been handled so many times, they can't stick it on a shelf. It's got box damage and that sort of thing. So they just stick it on a big truck and we buy it when the truck gets full.
How do they know that you're here? I mean, are there just liquidation centers?
There are liquidation centers, and you just, we contact a lot of them and try to find the best deals we can. Because of course, we're trying to make money at it, so we shop around too. And if somebody's got 20 pallets of merchandise for this much.
I get it.
And it doesn't matter where it comes. I mean, it comes from all over.
Comes from all over, but of course, freight plays a part in our bottom line too. If we get something from here in the state of South Carolina, obviously it's going to cost less than if we're having it shipped from,
South
Texas
Dakota,
or something
right?
Like
exactly.
that. Yeah, so.
And if you're in South Dakota, there's not a huge demand for kayaks.
Well, and it does happen from time to time that we'll end up getting snow chains, or
that
sort of thing.
I never even thought about that.
And that's the sort of thing. Well, honestly, we'll ship online or.
Do they itemize? I mean, do you know when you get that pallet? Is it sort of like when you pick up the $6.99?
Right, the grab bag.
Yeah, the grab bag. Is that sort of what it's like?
Kind of. In certain cases, we'll have an idea of what's on it. For example, if we get a small appliance load, well, we know we're going to get a lot of dishes and a lot of microwaves and that sort of thing. But what we tend to get are just called general merchandise loads, and those will have a little bit of everything. They'll have everything from kayaks to treadmills to dishes, and but it's just a wide variety.
And do you keep an inventory? Actually,
we attempt an inventory because we do enter everything into our system once we get it. But again, small time operation, we do our best to keep up with it. But our inventory tends to grow as a result because we don't we're not great about going through and deleting what might need to be deleted out
Oh,
of it.
good
you know,
point.
so.
And that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's really fun to talk about. It's really an interesting business when you kind of get into the nuts and bolts of it. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here on Girl Talk. Stay with us.